Representative Raja Krishnamoorthi joins us live from Washington. Good morning, sir.
Hi, how are you, Tanya?
Good, thank you. How did we arrive at the point where Illinois parents can't fulfill a basic need for their babies?
Well, as you probably know and your audience knows, there are only really 4 makers of baby formula that control almost 80% of the market. And unfortunately, with regard to one of them, namely Abbott, basically they control about 40% of the market. So when their factory shut down because of this concern about a bacterial infection, basically that broke the supply chain. And so now we're seeing shortages where some stores are 50% out of the normal stock that they would normally have.
Well, House Democrats introduced an emergency spending bill, $28 million toward the crisis. How is this going to help things?
Well, a couple of ways. One is it's going to help with regard to people accessing formula that perhaps they weren't able to afford before, especially people on these WIC programs, for instance. But secondly, I'm now sponsoring legislation on a bipartisan basis to basically invoke the Defense Production Act to essentially make sure that the federal government can step in and help create a greater supply of this formula. In addition, I'm pushing the FDA to authorize the imports of formula from countries like Canada and other places where it's safely made. And finally, FDA has reached an agreement with Abbott to reopen the factory that was shut down. So we should see those supplies coming back online in the very near future.
Well, I know a lot of parents are also probably hoping that some kind of legislation will come to ensure that this doesn't happen again. What is the timeline before families are going to see formula back on store shelves?
What we're told by Abbott is that their stock will probably start to get replenished within the next 6 to 8 weeks, according to the most recent information. Obviously, we're going to try to do everything we can to push for faster delivery of those particular supplies.
6 to 8 weeks is a long time, and I'm sure unfathomable for a lot of people. Congressman Krishnamoorthi, thank you for your time.